Coming up on this episode of NPS Now, the 2018-19 school year got off to a great start at Lindenwood Elementary. Virginia's First Lady paid a special visit to PB Young Elementary, and students spent the summer broadening their horizons through special programs. Later in the show, we'll learn everything you need to know about safe routes to school. All that and more next on NPS Now. Hello and welcome to NPS Now, your source for news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner. The first day of school marked a fresh start for students at Lindenwood Elementary, who were greeted by members of the Panhellenic Council and other community groups. The students enjoyed warm, smiling faces and hugs from their guests as they entered the building for the start of a brand new school year.
Fantastic. I really enjoyed it. I volunteer in the school, I sub in the schools, and I just like being a part of the students, helping them in any way I can. And I just think that being here today made an impact on them as well as us.
It was wonderful. It was like coming home because I went to a Lindenwood school for the first, second, third, and fourth grades. It was a wonderful experience seeing all the kids doing their thing and they're excited and we excited.
It was very wonderful. The first day is always a little bit of organized chaos. Students trying to go to classroom, where's my teacher, which room, those kind of things. But we've been very fortunate here to have several community partners come out and really support us and celebrating our children and really just uplifting them and showing them what a great place this is to learn.
Virginia First Lady Pamela Northrum stopped by PB Young Elementary shortly after the start of the school year to bring books to students and read to them. The school was selected for the visit by the United Way of Southampton Roads because of its excellent early childhood program. Ms. Northrum, a former educator herself, chose to read to a kindergarten and pre-K class due to her belief in the value and importance of early childhood education.
Wonderful to have the First Lady here at PB Young. This is a great opportunity for her to continue on her quest to visit pre-K and kindergarten around the state, but also she came not only to read but she came with gifts, with notebooks and with other materia, supplies for the teacher and for the students, so that will add to their growth and development.
They absolutely enjoyed having her here. They were engaged participants. Many of them who saw her in the hallways, even if she did not visit their classrooms, they waved and she gave them hugs and she tied shoes. It was so obvious that she was a former teacher.
We had a great time. Of course, I couldn't bring books without reading, and so they were very kind to let me read to them. And the children here were amazing. It's only the second week of school, and they were doing a great job. They had a lot of patience with me. They were listening so nicely and participating that you could tell it was all down to some great work on behalf of our teachers.
I think it's phenomenal. I mean, you could see her dedication to the children and how she really enjoyed engaging with the kids. I think she was really impressed with the kids here at PB Young, how sharp and responsive they are. They made her laugh a lot, and so I think it was really a kind of a reciprocal relationship where they just enjoyed each other and enjoyed each other's company, so I couldn't have asked for more.
Nearly 250 elementary-age students spent 4 weeks over the summer having fun and learning at Camp Einstein. Students attending the camp had the opportunity to explore a wide variety of subjects that they normally wouldn't get a chance to discover during the school year, all in a stimulating and exciting environment.
I think it's important because we don't want the rigor to end at the end of the school year. And kids need that, especially our gifted kids. They really need that challenge. I think the most surprising thing about Camp Einstein was how engaged the children were. You would think over the summer they would kind of slow down. No, they love it. They're actively engaged in every class that they go to.
It feels really exciting, and it's good because I am bored in the summertime. I have nothing else to do in the house. So coming here really makes me feel like I learned something in the summer, and it makes me feel really proud of myself.
While Camp Einstein was going on, Rising 6th through 8th grade students were at Blair Middle School enjoying Junior University. This program, which is also 4 weeks long, gave students the chance to receive instruction from teachers in specialty programs and laid the groundwork for them to take higher level courses in middle and high school.
They are doing dissecting in science, they are doing the pH balance, they're doing DNA. The guidance counselors are teaching them career readiness, exposure to colleges. They're working on applications, they're working on careers, they're working on how to apply for colleges and the specialty programs in high schools.
So far we've been doing projects like, right now we're making a business and creating, it's a photography business. I like learning over the summer because I keep learning, and then when I come back to school, I'll still be learning and I'll still be in the same schedule.
Norfolk Public Schools welcomed new employees to the district during a 2-day orientation at Lake Taylor High School.
We have over 350 new educators with us, and we are really excited because this is basically like our Christmas day. When we see the culmination of all of our hard work, all of our recruitment efforts, it all comes together on today. So this is an exciting time for us.
The orientation included meeting our administrators, breakout training sessions, and a presentation on classroom management.
I think it's awesome. I think I would be a lot more nervous going into the school year and a lot more unprepared if I didn't have this. And I also feel like I've met some colleagues, which is cool. So I feel like I have some friends going into my first day that I wouldn't have had. I went to school for pre-K through 3rd, so getting specific third grade instruction is very helpful to know exactly what I'm supposed to be teaching and what I'm supposed to kind of be looking for coming in, and a lot about assessments.
Well, the new teacher orientation has been absolutely excellent. The thing I like about the city of Norfolk, they give you the opportunity to get acclimated to all the systems, all the functions that go on that you're going to need every day inside the classroom, and also the logistics of what you're going to need outside of the classroom. So the thing I like about Norfolk Public Schools is they give you the opportunity, and this orientation altogether, they give you the real good opportunity to kind of look at the information, digest the information, use the information in a practical application type of environment.
With more participants this year than in previous years, this shows the district's recruitment approach is working.
In order to get this many people here, because as we all know, this is a very competitive region, so we basically had to go out and sell the district. Why should they work for Norfolk Public Schools as opposed to any other school district that surrounds us? So that took a lot of convincing, a lot of branding our image, a lot of making sure that the folks felt as though they were making a good decision in coming here. So it was a lot of hard work that basically starts way back since like last January when you began all of your recruitment efforts for the new upcoming school year.
Approximately 200 Norfolk Public Schools administrators came together in July for the Summer Leadership Institute. This 2-day conference featured plenty of fun team building and important work facilitated by consultants from focus schools. Among the main themes were setting goals aligned with the district's theory of action and working to become outstanding teammates.
It's important to hear what the main message is and how can we all move in the same direction, no matter where your starting point is, but moving forward. And I think that's the important point, working together and being positive and being respectful, all of the things that you need to do to be on a team.
I'm always so pleased by the level of engagement and the way in which everybody wraps their arms around the work. You know, part of our commitment has been not just adding things to the plate each year, just continuing to pile on, but really how do we go deeper with the work. And so these 2 days we're doing a lot with our redesign focus, our theory of action, and how we get it done.
It's a phenomenal experience. This is not something that's typical in other districts. Leadership opportunities, professional development opportunities are usually separate, but this is an experience that combines both worlds.
Norfolk Public Schools just does an amazing job at getting the work to be not only rigorous and hard work, but also fun. And they have such a good feeling and they create such a great spirit, and the 2 days have just been a rolling spirit, and it's been great.
Over 300 teachers from multiple content areas took time during their summer break to attend a literacy conference at Norview High School. During the 2-day event, these teachers attended a variety of sessions, all designed to help them gain valuable tools to improve literacy in their classrooms.
They're learning questioning, reading strategies, how to help struggling readers, how to implement reading and writing in the content area. We're really hoping that they're getting instructional practices that they can walk into their classroom and use on the first day of school.
All NPS employees were invited to celebrate the start of the school year at the second annual field day on the grounds of Lake Taylor Middle and high schools. With a mild sunny day as a backdrop, a wide variety of fun activities, both indoor and outdoor, were available to everyone in attendance. The first of 5 murals for each of the district's 5 new schools was completed over the summer at Ocean View Elementary. All 5 works of art will be designed and completed by artist and stonemason Mark Archambault. Ocean View's design features several types of birds found in Virginia and is entitled Birds of Every Feather. If you have any great story ideas or events happening at your school, please be sure to contact us at nps_news@npsk12.com. Stay tuned for more NPS Now. Welcome back to NPS Now. With us today is Teresa Pusateri. She is our Safe Routes to School coordinator. Welcome to NPS Now.
Thank you for having me.
You have a very special program here with us in the school district, and we're going to talk about that on today. And it's called the Safe Routes to School. What is Safe Routes to School, and how long have you been involved with this grant?
This is my beginning of my second year with the program, and basically Safe Routes to School, and a lot of people don't know this, but it's a nationally funded program. And it's here in Virginia. It is, the grant is through VDOT, Virginia Department of Transportation. And what we like to do is go to all the elementary and middle schools and teach these children, the PE teachers, and educate the principals of safe ways for these kids to walk and bike to school.
Great. What types of things can Safe Routes to School do to help our students stay safe?
You know, we work with the principals, that's our first connection, and we try to get in with the school. So we work with the PE teachers and we try to provide, you know, educational materials. We like to host bike rodeos, teaching them, you know, safe ways to walk, you know, being bright is being seen, and just kind of having that hands-on approach of being at the schools with the kids to teach them all these things.
How is Safe Routes to School a resource for the staff?
Again, they can come to me. I have activity books, I have resources, I have equipment. The bike rodeos are a really big thing that we do in the spring, and also coming up in the fall is walking to school. So I can provide them with, you know, materials to help them teach these kids in PE some of these techniques.
And Safe Routes to School could be walking or riding a bike, and we know there's crossing guards that assist students coming into school or leaving school. So do you have any direct interaction with the crossing guards?
Yes, I do. You know, there is hundreds of crossing guards here at Norfolk Public Schools, and I work directly with the police department. They hire and train these individuals. And what I like to do is go to these schools, go to these intersections, you know, bring them a hat, bring them a visor, bring them a cup of coffee, and just thank them because they do great work for the children here, and just let them know that we care and we're grateful for them.
With this program, I'm sure you have some upcoming events and activities. So what are some of the important dates we need to know about Safe Routes to School program?
A big one we have coming up here is October 10th, and this is a national event. It's Walk to School Day, and what we like to do is get as many schools here in Norfolk Public Schools to participate, whether if it's an event that you have in the beginning of school or during school or after school. You know, we can provide some, like I keep saying, these activity books, crayons, hats, backpacks, just things to get them kind of wanting to walk to school. And what we try to do is teach them the safe ways to do it. So we'll work with the crossing guards to kind of really help them, you know, with looking left and looking right, things of that nature.
Yeah, so are there any other dates of other activities?
Yeah, sure. In February, we actually have Crossing Guard Appreciation Month. So this is really where we want to thank the crossing guards. They're out there in the wind, in the rain, sometimes in the snow. So we want to honor them. And what we do is we have sometimes we can nominate them, and we'll have a, you know, through the district we'll have one winner and we'll have a big party for them, and a plaque, and just kind of treat them kind of like royals that day. But it's good to really for the community to acknowledge that their hard work.
So is there anything that we do like in the spring?
The spring we do have Bike to School Day, and that's on May 8th. And that's where we get the kids with helmets and bike bells, and they kind of have a parade going through the neighborhood.
Oh, that's fun.
The police are around, so they like to have their police cars and their lights rolling. The kids really enjoy it, and you see a lot of smiles that day.
You mentioned earlier a bike rodeo. What is that about?
The bike rodeos are basically at some schools. We basically put on a clinic, and with people, bike store owners, bike repair shops, they come out and volunteer their time. We also have the police department, we have food, cotton candy, and we put on kind of little obstacle courses, set up different demonstration areas, have stations where some of the bike mechanics will fix these children's bikes, all free of charge. So if the brakes are kind of not working, or there's no reflectors, we'll kind of install that. And it's just a good way for the kids to go out and have fun and just see that riding your bike is fun and it can be safe.
We will definitely have to promote that when that time comes again. What do you like most about your job?
I really like going to the schools and seeing the kids. Being in the office and kind of working the computer can have its ups and downs, but it's fun ordering equipment, but it's also really fun going to see the kids and then seeing them with a new pencil or a reflector or wearing their bike helmet and wanting to wear a bike helmet and wanting to walk to school.
Right, so you've brought some nice props with you on today. You want to start with your book?
Yeah, so what I try to do is get some of these books. This is called On My Bike, and it's bilingual, so for any Spanish-speaking families.
Oh, wow.
It's in different languages. It's just really just showing the children safe ways to bike to school, and it has the helmets and things of that nature. So like I said, I do like the bilingual, and it also is a coloring book. Same sort of thing with walking to school, same concept, just walking, and it's showing, watching, the crossing guards and watching the lights and walking when you're supposed to walk and not, staying put when you are supposed to stay put.
So what are some other helpful hints? And I just want to point out real quick, I think it's neat that it's in English and Spanish, because some of our students that want to learn Spanish, they may know English, but they can try to figure out the words in Spanish. So what are some other helpful hints that you have for kids for walking to and from school?
Well, one of the main things is parents need to be real role models. Kids model what parents and guardians are doing. So when they're driving, they shouldn't be on their cell phones. When they're driving, they should be following the rules of the road. Same with the kids. If you're walking with your child across the street, you're following the crosswalk signals. You're looking left, you're looking right. And one of the main things I like to stress to the parents is for your kids to wear bright colors. So to be bright is to be seen.
Right.
So if you're wearing, black at night, it's not very safe. But if you're wearing some reflective material, such as on your backpack or on your shirt, those are some of the things we do like to provide as reflectors for the children as well.
And I see you brought some other items like the lanyards and the book bags. How can someone acquire these type of items?
So a lot of the time, these items I bring to some of these bike rodeos. Again, for Walk to School Day, October 10th, I will be bringing some of these items to the schools, just to kind of reinforce, the reflective materials and stuff like that. I also have pencils and pens, erasers, just fun things that kids like that are educational, but it's also fun to go home with something new.
So as a parent too, if I want to know more information about Safe Routes to School, how do I get in touch with you?
The best way to reach me, I work every day, Monday through Friday, is email, tpusateri@norfolkpublicschools.com. And, I'll get back to you. Any questions or concerns, I'm happy to meet with PTAs, principals, whatever you would like. I'm here to be a resource, a positive resource for this community and the school district.
And you also have a website too, Safe Routes to School website that they can come and get information from as well, I bet.
Yes, it's under the health, physical education and PE link on Norfolk Public Schools. So you can find me there.
Great. Great. This has been some great information. Thank you for showing us the goodies.
No
I know
problem.
you're going to get some calls.
Yeah, I probably will.
But it's good. That's a good thing. So thank you, Teresa, for coming on the show today to talk about Safe Routes to School program.
Thank you for having me.
And we want to thank you for watching NPS Now. It airs weekly on WNPS, Channel 47, or you can view us online at www.npsk12.com. If you have any great story ideas or information you'd like to share, email us at nps_news@npsk12.com. Again, we want to thank you for watching NPS Now.